What's happening, guys? Levi from AMX, and today we're going to dive headfirst into the wide, wonderful world of comms. Now, comms is a communication device that bolts simply to the side of your helmet. This allows you to take phone calls, listen to music, listen to podcasts, and even listen to GPS directions when you're riding into the unknown. Now, there are a couple of different categories. You have your entry level, your mid level, and your high end. And today we're going to explain just what makes those different, so you can decide what to spend your hard-earned cash on. All right, now first thing, we're going to dive into our entry level. Now, our entry level generally varies around the $150 to $200 price range. Now, again, with the entry levels, these are your basic need packs. So they'll connect to your phone so you can answer phone calls. They'll also play your music and give you GPS. They'll generally only connect to one other rider. Now, this one here, the FS1 from Sena, this is your entry level in the Sena range. Now, what this one allows you to do is it has one other rider connectivity up to 100 meters. So it's generally designed for your pillion passenger. Now, the speakers in it are, again, they're good quality because they are a Sena product. And the battery life on this is actually very, very long. And the standby life is actually considerably long for your entry-level units. So when you are looking to purchase a comms unit, you really need to decide what sort of features you need and what sort of features you would really want, and see if you can afford to work the price range around. So that sets our entry level aside. Entry levels, they generally start from, again, the $150 to the $200 price range, and they generally are the bare essentials pack. Music, phone calls, for your GPS, and generally connects to one other rider. Now, if we were to move on to our mid-range, again, as you could imagine, jumps up in price. Now you're talking from around the $250 all the way up to the $500 price range. That's generally your mid-range. Now, with that price jump, there also is a massive feature increase. You now have the Sena, well, these are a couple of examples. There are many examples out there, but these are the couple of examples we've chosen to go with because I feel they are the best representation of the mid-range. So we have here the SF2 from Sena, and we have the Motion 6 from Uclear. Now, these two products, I feel, are a very good representation of the mid-range, purely because you can connect up to 4 riders on this one here, and it gives you a connectivity of up to 800 meters. So you've got a nice little group around you, easy to connect, and it's all Bluetooth. Again, it comes with the higher quality speakers, your high definition speakers, and these are all little features that you're going to come to expect in your mid-range. Now, stepping into your Motion 6 is actually quite a bit of a step up in the mid-range. This gives you a connectivity of up to 1.2 kilometers, right? And it also gives you 18-hour talk time and 400-hour standby time on the battery life. They are both this is not a boomless system. This still has a boom coming around the side. This one here is a boomless system with a mic that's built into that you stick onto the inside of your helmet. So with the entry levels, again, they've really gone above and beyond what with the mid levels, they've gone above and beyond what your entry levels are. So again, entry levels, bare essentials. Mid-range, slightly more features. Oh, damn. That brings us on to our tier 3, our granddaddy of comm systems. Now, we're not going to go too in-depth into these, but we just thought that these would be the best examples of what the upper echelon of comm systems can provide. Now, these things are packed with a ton of features that I would have to make a separate video about. But there's a couple of things that we wanted to go over in regards to these things. Now, what you can normally find in your high-end market on your comms devices is the amount of communication and connectivity that they have. Now, these things here, with their new 2.0 mesh system, they actually can connect up to an infinite amount of riders with an 8-kilometer radius, right? They can also create your secured channel comms, and that can connect up to 24 riders at a time. Or a great unit and a great example of just what the upper echelon is. Now, this here is the Sena 50 range. So this is the 50S and 50R. Now, there's a couple of differences between the two of them. The 50R, we have your buttons on the side, it's a nice sleek design, but you're still using the buttons. This is more for your on-road use. Let's say, you're on a nice smooth tarmac surface, so you're not bumping around and trying to, touch your helmet buttons at the same time. Where this one here actually has a dial, a knob that turns up and down, that can also control music selection, music volume, music selection, phone calls, all that jazz, but it's done with a dial, so it's more, let's say, ergonomic when you're out on the bumpy surfaces for adventure riders and things like that. Now, they also come with your high definition speakers, a 2.5 to 3 hour charge time, so they're a very quick charge. They have 11-hour Bluetooth connectivity battery capacity, so when you're talking, you can talk for 11 hours. My missus would really enjoy that feature. But other than that, I mean, you can come to expect these features with the top tier comms, not just in these products, but also in the other products that we have at AMX. The guys out there that aren't familiar with the terminology, or really aren't sure exactly what everything means, like boom, boomless, the Velcro mounting situation, the sticky mounting situation, we're gonna answer some questions now. Now, this is your boom mic, right? We'll start with mic. So this is your boom mic and your boomless mic. Your boom mic is generally more for your open-faced helmets. So you literally put it to the side of your helmet, and then there you go, open face, but you still have a boom, still able to talk and communicate. Then you have your boomless mic, which has a Velcro padding on the back. Generally goes with a little sticky pad on your inside of your helmet. You stick the Velcro to it, run the wire inside your helmet, and then there you go. That's your communication device for that. Now with the higher end stuff, right? The higher end stuff, they generally give you extra Velcro paddings in case you stuff up the first time, where let's say your mid-range or your lower end will just give you a one shot, one chance Velcro sticky sort of thing. Also with when it comes to your speakers and the mounting system for your speakers, they are also Velcro lined at the back, and you'll have a corresponding Velcro sticky that you need to put on the inside of your helmet. Now, generally your lower, let's say your mid-range and your entry level into the intercoms will give you one off, one chance, don't get it wrong, otherwise you have to make it work some other way. Whereas for your upper echelon stuff, your tier 3 stuff, they give you extra stickies, and they also give you spacers, so you can actually space them depending on helmet size or padding on the inside of the helmet, just to really cater to your specific desires or your listening style, or you can make it your own with the bigger stuff. Well, I hope that answers some of your question, guys, on comms and all the different features that they have. Now, if you have any more questions, feel free to hit us up at amx.com.au, where you can find all the information and all the different features and price ranges on these comms that we have here today. Now, we also have a team that is ready to answer any and all questions that you may have if you need a little bit more in-depth information. Feel free to hit us up on the social media pages. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, like, leave a comment. If this answered a lot of your questions, let us know. If not, maybe give us some feedback of what you'd like to see next. Anyways, guys, Levi from AMX signing off. Get out there and ride safe.